Checking the sound. 1, 2, 3. Checking the sound. All right, here we are. It is Sunday. Welcome to the Wild Dog Arcade. I'm Ed.
And I'm Gary.
And yes, here we are playing Indiana Jones Pinball Adventure.
Yes, the good one.
Oh, you liked it, Firewing? It's been a while since you played it? All right, well, you get to check it out and figure out all the tips and tricks that we're going to tell you. Or something.
Welcome in, everybody. Happy Sunday.
Yeah, happy Sunday. It's a bit warmer here in Michigan today, and I can't wait for warmer weather because we've been stuck in the cold for quite some time. And yeah, we actually went out and played at Pastimes.
Yeah, we went down to Ohio and took in the Pastimes Arcade in Girard, Ohio.
Yes.
Recent Guinness Book of World's Record awardee for the most pinball games owned by one person.
Yeah. And we didn't get to play every single one they had, but they had quite a bit, actually. It was rows upon rows, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. We'll have to catch you up on all of those things and everything like that. The Rainbow, how's it going? And welcome in Borg Dog as well, and yeah.
Yeah, we took some video.
Yes.
Ed will throw together some video for the YouTube, so if you want a personal tour-ish, you can watch for that video when Ed's done with it.
That's right. I got another video in the bag already, so we'll get to that point at some point.
Yeah, and another one ready.
And another one.
Yeah.
Oh, it was 77 over there, Rainbow? All right. Sundress day. Nice. Do you take a sack of quarters with you? Oh, actually, it was on free play. You just pay, was it $20?
You pay at, you pay at the, it's like a free play arcade. So pay at the door. You get to stay all day if you want.
Yeah, it was great. So we'll catch you up on all of those things. Speaking of other news, there wasn't a whole lot of news out there as of late. The only thing that is worth of mentioned is Kongs Are Us is the name of the YouTube channel. They got a chance to actually play Wonderland Amusements. Alice Goes to Wonderland.
Yep, the 3/4 or 2/3 size game that's coming out. That was done through the Kickstarter. So
yeah. I think the video illustrated a bit better as to kind of what to expect and some of the challenges and things are still fixing, as well as what the overall gameplay is like.
Yeah, so it's obviously a much better version than we've seen in the past. It's still not done yet, but they're getting there. So.
They're getting there. So
hey, Max.
Hey there, Max. How's it going? Dogs from space. Oh yeah, we got we got a lot of dogs coming at you here. Not frogs, dogs. Yes. But yeah, as you may or may not know, it's $1,000 is the price point. It's been already kickstarted successfully.
Yeah.
So they're
well over their initial target on their Kickstarters.
Yeah. In fact, it's already got additional monies. It's now up to $641,000 raised from 621 backers with 11 days to go.
So good for them.
Yeah.
Hope the game comes out nice. I mean, for the price point, you're going to expect not the full-size gameplay. A lot of things are going to be injection molded plastic.
Right.
So,
I guess we'll only wait. Time will tell. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I hope it's more durable than I imagine. So.
Right. Exactly.
Wish them luck.
What we're hoping for.
Yeah.
Consorius.
I
don't know what that is. I'm not sure what that is, Firewing. Sorry.
Yep.
Drawing a blank on that one. You'll have to explain a little bit on that one. And the other thing I did see is apparently there's something listed on pinballnews.com, Michigan Pinball Show, going on in May of 2nd, and it's out in Ann Arbor. So I guess this is the one that you and I know.
Ann Arbor Pinball Museum. Oh yeah, that's the VFW Pinball.
Ah, yes.
Yes, so that's coming up in May.
It's coming up in May, so we'll see.
It's a very, very large, mostly private collection that they open two times a year to the public.
With 525 pinball games. That's a lot.
Yeah. It's called Vintage Flipper World. They bought an old VFW club, which is where the name is a nod to. So
Yeah.
So it's got multiple buildings there and stuff. It's a pretty impressive private collection the guy put together.
Yeah. I mean, we've been there before, and hopefully we'll get a chance to go there again. I think we've been there at least twice at this point, so it was a lot of fun to go there. Oh, the YouTube channel is Kongs Are Us. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's KONG -R-S. I think.
-S or us.
Us.
Yeah, Kongs Are Us,
Yes.
sort of like Toys Are Us.
Yeah.
Type arrangement. So that
I'll send a link out on there as well, Firewing, so you can check it out. In fact, here, let me do it now since I'm talking about it. It's like right here.
it's right there. There we go. There is.
Oh, stupid thing's in the way.
There's the linky.
There's the link of the video that we were talking about. Yes.
Yeah, the Jay Leno Garage of Pinball. Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Except we're not worth anywhere near as much as Jay Leno's collection.
Right. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Imagine that. That would be kind of fun to go through.
I would love to see Jay's collection.
Yeah.
So.
You hear that, Jay Leno? Do you like pinball? Well, can you let us check out your garage? And then we'll let you play pinball. All right. I think we're ready.
Ready for some Indiana Jones, the Pinball Adventure.
Yes, not Indianapolis 500. Here we go.
Indiana Jones. Always knew someday you'd come walking back through my door.
Here it is.
Yes. Firewing. This pinball collection at the arcade that we went to over the weekend is extensive. The guy actually has a lot of pre-flipper pinball stuff. Not playable, off limits, but you can look at it. So it has something from every generation.
Every decade pretty much was represented in there. And everything.
on play.
Right.
So, there's a metric ton in the back.
Yeah.
So,
any one-shot games? If you mean like it was one and done and the company was gone, I don't think so. Oh, actually, no. There was one weird one. Now that you mention it,
yeah,
I have a photo of it. Let me take a look at what it was named.
Yeah, I mean, Firewing. That they have. It's basically the old wood bagatelle machines that they have in there that they don't let you play. because they are very old. We're talking almost 100 years old on some of them. Those are not in play. But anything like from the 50s that they have on up are all playing. So
Yeah. So one pin that I think this is a company that was one and done was Wico, WICO. I think it was a
Wico
company
Pinball.
that came out of Chicago, and the name of the game is AFTOR, like AF-TOR. Really bizarre looking design and everything like that. And then there was this really weird game called Dennis Lilly's How's That, which is based off of a cricket player. And the company that made the pinball machine was from Australia. And this
that's
was like
a Hankin.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, back in '78, I think. Is when that one came
the
out.
Hankin pinball stuff, right?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, but anyhow, it was fun. We'll have to share the video and go over a lot of things about it at some point.
Yeah, they had electromechanicals. I mean, there was basically rows of every decade, so they had a lot of old EM machines. So back to wedge heads, you name it. So.
Yeah. Nope. Couldn't quite.
I mean, for us, we mostly stick to the solid states and above, just because that's our favorite. Because there's so much there, you couldn't play them all if you tried.
Yeah, there was a lot. I mean, it was open till 11. We got there at 11. So I guess it was open for 12 hours. And it's only open on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I believe.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind when you plan your trip. Speaking of planning my trips, let's see if I can get into the mode start here. Wow, that's a great start, isn't it?
Oh, that just might be the camera setup for today. Sometimes I get the tweaking right because it's a little harder to film LCD screens. So
there we go.
This one is an LCD, not an LED. LED ones are terrible for filming.
Yeah, it can vary.
I think I left it on some auto stuff today.
There we go. Got up to where the mode needs to go, and I'm stealing the zones. Here we go. A lot of great callouts in this game, as you can imagine. That was a close call there. I'm trying to get the other side there if I can. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's normal. All the DMD games from the 90s were all monochrome. These are an aftermarket upgrade that came out, 10 years ago?
I don't know, Max. It kind of varies where I need to go. I mean, I kind of honestly like post passing better than any other way to get the ball to the flipper.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's pretty much if you got the ball cradled, you post pass. If it's moving, you ramp pass it. Just hook the flipper up and let it go onto the other flipper.
Honestly, though, by bad habit, I tend to do ramp, I guess, on here more so.
Yeah. Our game is an original version. Just the DMD is an aftermarket mod, basically. I mean, we took the original out and put this color one in because it really, my number one generic mod for a DMD era game is a color DMD.
Nope.
Yeah, DMD dot matrix display. That's what the original one. Basically, it was a series of LEDs to produce the animations.
You love a gold ROM?
Yeah.
Oh, not DMV, DMD. Yes, you don't want to go to the DMV.
Yeah.
You're like, where's the screen at?
DMV pin. Basically, you put your money in, you wait for the ball, you wait for the ball, you wait for the ball. Then you get called to play.
Yeah, exactly.
20 minutes later, your game's ready.
Some games are like, a minute, and then you have to go and go into another line, another
queue.
Yeah, another queue. No. Okay, good. Oh, no, I thought it was done.
Oh,
what was that delay about?
Yeah.
I don't remember that being a thing in this game.
All right. So yeah, the Streamlabs is giving you a link to my website and stuff like that. The book is temporarily on back order because I did make a correction that Max Draco had found in the original manuscript. Luckily, this is the digital era. I'm able to make corrections and upload those files, so it's in the process of everything being approved. Amazon's still available because they have their own printing and they are much quicker. Everything else is back ordered for only a couple of days while they finish processing my update. I just approved the actual update. So.
Yeah, thank you for the heads up on that the other day, Max. Really appreciate that. On the correction there.
We haven't decided to do that yet. It's coming up on it that we're going to do that. We thought we'd play it one more time before we take it out of here to start doing the workshop stuff.
Yeah.
Junior?
I have been, because now that the book is basically done, other than the corrections I made this morning. You can, it'll say it's on back order, which means that if you want to order it, you just put it on your wish list. But if you save the link, it'll be there in a couple of days. So.
How's it going, Lynn?
But yeah, bookshop.org is the.
That was close. Wow, at least I had that on.
Yeah, that's the one if you want to order it and support local bookstores. We do have active a direct link. Basically, you can actually purchase it straight from the printer, which then more of the cash goes to me or us.
Right.
If you prefer to do it that way. So.
Okay. I'm not hitting the timing on this quite right.
Yeah.
Come on, microflip.
And this is the link for the direct from the printer one, which again these will be available in a couple of days because of the corrections we made to the manuscript or the correction. So.
Yeah, this game being an older game, it does not microflip really at all very well. I think it's stuck on that stupid sticker. That's why we were talking about wanting to like fix this thing.
Oh, Lynn, so many shots at the same time. She got the mumps, tetanus booster, and a first round of shingles all at once.
Holy crap!
The shingles is an older school vaccine, so it is actually just
Painful.
live bacteria or the live virus that's been weakened to the point it won't infect you. So your body takes notice of it in a good way. Because I had one shingles vaccine, I had to get the second one at some point. And yeah, it had to knock you on your butt.
Great. Well, I mean, at least you got the vaccine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Better than not having it.
Yeah, I need to schedule in another round of things.
Okay, now, second challenge. Here we go.
You didn't stream yesterday because of it, I imagine, yeah.
Ah, that's why you weren't streaming today. Got it.
Are the vaccine engineers just culturing poodle viruses? Yeah, I mean, that's the old school way of doing that, is basically they cultivate the virus, and then I think they irradiate it, if I'm correct, to weaken it to the point where it won't be able to do its thing, but your body will identify it. Newer ones are the mRNA, where they've engineered the shell of the virus to mimic the virus, but it doesn't have any of the guts inside that do the nasty.
Do the nasty. Fuck.
Max says they also heard that they also call the virus names to weaken its self-esteem.
There we go. Okay, well then you shut yourself out.
But yeah, I have actually started back on some of the things for the game. Mainly right now, I'm actually starting to tinker with a animation software where if I set up my like Photoshop style, break them up into stuff, I can animate it. I'll show you a sample of what I did today with this program.
Well, that was my warm-up.
Yeah, it's called Open Tunes. It was actually a program developed by Studio Ghibli, and they've released it open source for people, hobbyists, and commercial use, free use.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, but here's what the animation that I did. I took our Dogzilla character and animated him.
Oh, you're showing the dog?
Yeah.
this ominous music.
Yeah, and, toying with the software to learn it. Yeah. Because we'll need to do some animation stuff for our pinball machine eventually, so with the characters and things like that.
Right.
So I'm trying to learn that software. I haven't gotten into Blender too much. I've tinkered with it. I have a model started of a character, but my problem is I'm still having a hard time disconnecting from what I do almost every day at work, and that's engineering CAD and freeform stuff. It's a little. I still have to figure out if I can do that. I mean, I probably would prefer to just give people the character designs, pay somebody to make me the models with rigging for Blender, and then we'll figure out how to animate it. Just as a, it's you gotta pick your battles type thing. If somebody can do it way faster, better. Yeah. This is just literally a 2D animation program that I've been tinkering with. It's not 3D animation.
Weaken its self-esteem. Nice. Yeah.
So this is more your classic style animation.
The best kind, right? Classic. Shit. I don't know what it is about hitting that jackpot, the right ramp shot that wants to not go all the way and keep missing. Alright, we'll find out what happens here in a moment.
But yeah, now with this program though, if we need to do something animated for like a video we're working on where we need something to point to something, I'll be able to actually do that kind of stuff too for some of our YouTube videos.
Really annoying when I do that. Okay, well, at least I know it picks it up there. I have to, I guess, hit it at a speed now. At speed. Instead of stationary shots. Alright, here we go. Video modes. King Gizzard? Oh, no.
No, we haven't, yeah.
Forgot to do that.
Right, I'm going to grab
Too busy
something from
with,
upstairs.
Too busy with lots of things.
You have chosen wise.
Oh, you got it, Max. Nice. That's not easy to do with the frame rate being a little bit different than what you see in real life. But it definitely helps when it's got the sound effect while it moves around, too. Oh, you totally guessed. That was a good guess, then.
Oh, you lost track of it?
No, he did.
Oh.
Max couldn't see it on the, the different frame rate.
Yeah.
We do. The second time you see that on level 2, it's a lot faster, a lot harder.
Yeah, the second time around, it gets faster.
Come on.
In this game, you only play the modes once before you get to the Wizard Mode Eternal Life. You don't have to complete them, but obviously if you complete them, you get more points. They're worth more.
Nothing got hit. Yay! And then it went down, and that just went down. I hate everything. Ay, ay, ay.
Oh.
2-ball, multi-ball. Yeah, too quick. Drain multi-ball, more like it.
Nice, Max.
Holy smoke, my friend! I'm so pleased you're not dead!
Not quite.
Yeah, that'll help shield you from some potential
Don't touch anything.
things.
I hit that thing straight on, and it doesn't go up the ramp. It's so frustrating. Okay, finally I can play.
He's a lady. And then he almost loses the ball.
I didn't know that was a cool part.
LSC's help protect you from draining down the middle. No, they don't.
Oh, brother. What? Okay. I should just expect it at this point. That's fine. Go ahead and be that way.
We have top men working.
I'm going to play one more game. Maybe something will happen.
Then
And,
he's gonna go out in the rain
no.
and strip off his clothes and yell like a feral animal.
Okay, now that one, I hit the ramp a little bit on the side, so that makes sense there. Why I didn't go all the way up. Okay, nice clean hit. There it goes in there, finally. LLC's great for keeping your draining down. I know, right? Mini Mario sending LLC for a great event planning company. Oh yeah? Okay, cool. That was a great start. Utter nonsense right there. Everything was like literally here and here. Like, okay.
Well, it had started while you were reading.
No, I didn't. I moved right when it was about to start. I saw it start. Alright. Steal the stones. Here we go.
What a vivid imagination.
Almost back into that. Comedy gold. Nope. Not a clean hit.
Dare not do that.
Nope. A little late on that one. Yeah, I was wondering about that too, actually, where the event is. Alright, we're gonna steal the stones again. Let's go. Oh, what the? We'll go this way then. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
You collected all the stones!
I did. Alright, try to mode start again. Maybe. Alright, I'm gonna read chat. Nothing I'll watch 2K and there's someone else's personal zeal at meetup. Oh boy. We have some ideas where we have a meetup at a bowling and arcade parks. Cool. But otherwise I have some bigger events plans. I studied under before leadership bit. Cool. Nice. Current groups that aren't planning to continue. We had 82 people turn out last night. Wow. Very cool. Bowling lineup at the Foxville Bowling and Meets. Alright. Yeah, those are usually the best, the bowling events, honestly, because you got something you can focus on, but it's super casual, yet you can still be competitive. And, you know, you have a chance to have your break and then just go off and chat and shoot the shit with people, and it's great. It's one of the best things to do, honestly, with a big group of people. Alright. Video mode! So I definitely think that'll do good, so congrats with that, Max. Now let's see if I can get my own congratulations in order here. As we speed up. Got it that time. I had a couple of near misses, but I was able to correct it the last second. Oh, please don't drain. I'm going to be so mad. Okay, here we go. Whew. It's always great when you, like, self-congratulate yourself and then, like, suddenly drain at the last second. Like I did just there almost. Alright, slow down. There we go. Rope bridge. Almost that way. Nice loop in Texas. I go down the freaking side, of course.
Mm-hmm.
At least I got all those bonuses there. I'd rather drain dramatically than drain like like earlier with the ball was just floating around. Quite a few of the games that we played at in the past times we're doing that. Sort of like having to, once again, you know, adapt, because not every game's going to be perfect. And that's the tricky thing about playing pinball.
In fact, I would say any game, even new ones, are not the same between every copy.
Yeah, that's kind of the weird part about pinball in general, is it really is different on every game.
That's because you got something physical as opposed to something virtual. So.
Yeah. Expect the unexpected, as they say. There, good. Okay, I got that. Got some points.
Capcom? Yeah, I think so. They had a bit of it from everything.
You got travel plans for May 3rd on Ann Arbor. We were just talking about that earlier. You're going to be shooting there for sure. All right, cool. That's a fun way to do that.
It is a private location, so I would check.
You might want to, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Did not have a Big Bang bar.
It doesn't?
We're talking at the Firewings asking
Oh.
about pastimes.
Yeah, oh yeah, no.
There was no Big Bang Bar there. I mean, there's not very many of those things.
I don't think they had any Capcom games there, now that I'm thinking about it out loud. Why did they do that?
Sure, they didn't have like a few of them. I didn't play any of them.
What? Which one?
Capcoms.
Yeah, I didn't see any, that's what I'm saying. Alright,
I
got
know
this
he's
ball.
has some because he,
Oh, does he?
because he brought them to Expo.
Oh,
Like
then,
Break Shot, I think was his. Maybe maybe he's got them off
it might be off,
rotation.
right, because...
Double Danger.
Because I didn't see any... Because I remember looking for, you know, different ones and I didn't see it. There we go. Alright, I have a Double Danger. I gotta make sure to keep the legs on the ground.
You cannot possibly comprehend.
Nope. Swing and a miss, swing and a miss. There we go. Nope. Patience is a virtue in pinball.
No, the Capcoms is literally just Break Shot is the name of it.
Yeah, I think it's just called Break Shot. Yeah, this Break Shot, trying to think of all the Pinball Magic.
Isn't Kingpin...
What?
Was Shadow theirs? No, Shadow's was Williams.
Yeah.
Kingpin, though, was Capcom.
Right, Kingpin, well, I didn't see that one there either.
No, but that never made an actual
go
production,
somewhere.
so...
Just literally, it was like a vertical bouncing on top of the post like three times in a row. Like, how does that even happen? Like, do something! Sheesh. All right, I'm back. That was really bizarre to watch. Gonna be going outside early tonight. Look at that, almost down the middle again. Almost down the middle twice. There we go. Finally, it's back in the right spot. Come on. Holy smokes, indeed, dude. There it goes again.
Well, when it comes out of that middle, that likes to do that. I always like to do that. It's always dangerous coming
Oh, I have
out.
another ball. Wow. I wouldn't have thought that after that.
It comes out of that, and it's always at risk of hitting down the middle.
Yeah, I mean, usually it does a pretty good job of missing that, but if you get in the right, like this junk here, if it starts cycling into the death spiral and it starts doing, you know, angles that suggest otherwise, you know, you're in trouble. That was an early shot. There we go. Why does it do that now? It wouldn't do that before, dude.
The path of adventure is a finicky beast.
Yeah.
Literally, if you move the game and the level isn't exactly the same.
But, you know, this is what I was saying earlier about like balls bouncing vertically perfectly, and this thing.
Well, there's two pieces of Mylar that have a small gap between them.
I even like, yeah, I know.
That's what it's sitting in.
But I even nudged it a little bit, and it still stayed there. And of course, this, yeah, I went out.
Should have nudged forward, but
Oh, I should have done a lot of things, Gary. I regret very many things in my life. I will be right back.
the frustration started this morning and it still hasn't ended. No, I don't. That would require like grabbing the machine like thing. Pretty much you can do the same because when you push forward, it'll move back. So it pretty much kind of just does that by default.
Cairo, city of the living.
Whoa! Oh, that hit a bad hit. That was like it hit right between the rubber and the metal when that knocked it down. That was truly a dead bounce. Totally dead null velocity and right in the drain. Come on. No, you're thinking of Bonsai Run. That was a Williams game, yes, but it also had that whole second play field. We did get to play that over the weekend. Lost one. And, ooh. Got it in there again. River Rapids themed one. All right, collected Sawa.
Holy smoke, my friend! I'm so pleased I must say.
Ooh. Ah. Come on. All right, I was trying to hit the path of adventure, but totally screwed that up. Ooh, come on, no! Alright, back into the mode start. Monkey brains!
Alright.
Ed's back.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it is totally a world-building novel because, well, we're building a world, so you guys can see what is going on in the pinball game when we get it done in who knows nebulous amount of time. Oh, hey, look.
Yeah, I mean, the whole project kind of started almost out of necessity in the sense that we wanted to expand a little more on
The universe, yeah.
on the universe and just the gameplay in general. It's in a sense, it's kind of, you know, trying something different and new that we really haven't seen in any homebrew or any pinball machine where it's got a really in-depth story to the point where there is kind of a book that's connected with the game.
Yeah, well, you know, think about it. You know, how many original themes that you see that, you know, they're fairly surface level, you know, like Attack from Mars. It's got a theme, but it's pretty generic. It's pretty surface oriented. We didn't want something that was surface, so we needed to explain the world to people, and that's,
Yeah.
you know, the book.
Well, there it is,
Yeah.
as if it's listening.
Yeah, and it'll be back completely up for orders in a day or two. Made a slight correction to the manuscript and uploaded that this morning, so it's just filtering through the system right now. But
don't know if you answered Firewing's game that had a secondary. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Bonsai Run. Yeah, the upper
Bonsai
plate.
Run, yeah. That one was kind of cool because it actually had the whole playfield in the back glass, essentially. We actually played that yesterday, or I did anyway.
I did too.
I was able to get to the back glass once.
I did it
very
like
difficult.
I actually did it 3 times.
Nice. Hey, we're gonna do replacement stuff for this game soon.
Well, it's gonna have it all in the playfield, so it won't have that Mylar on there.
That too.
I mean, I had to do insert stickers throughout the game, so. All right, here we go. Can I get through it? That is the question.
The unique thing about the video mode in this particular stage is there are a couple preset tracks that you can kind of memorize a little bit. But yeah, you have the problem of like your brain, your eye goes towards the light. You don't want to.
You need to turn towards the dark.
Yeah. Don't go to the light. Stay in this world.
Castle Grunwald. All right, this is a hit the captive ball shot, which is the shot to the left of or right of the center.
Or she'd have mailed it to the mom. Will you take it easy?
Oh, I missed. Almost.
You just looked on IMDb and there was a non-produced prototype for Bonsai Run called Wrecking Ball. I don't think I heard of that one. There's quite a few prototype stuff, and that's another rabbit hole to go down if you're ever bored one day. Just check out what prototypes could have been in Pinball. And there have been some that have kind of come. I mean, honestly, the game that was mentioned earlier by Capcom, I think all of those are prototypes, if I'm not mistaken.
Kingpin's a prototype.
Kingpin is a prototype, but there's very few of those that exist. But there's a little more that exists with Bing Bang Bar.
That's because they did actually, somebody did produce some. They got like acquired the rights to actually produce a few of them. That's why there are a few more of them.
Okay.
But we're not talking many.
Got it. I guess I forgot about
way
that.
more than Kingpin, but that's still not many.
Right. Excuse me. No, that's a link for the game. Okay.
Where's my father?
Oh, it's actually got, it's pretty much got the same layout almost. I recognize that from Bing Bang Bar, from Bonsai Run. Yeah. It is kind of interesting, isn't it? Yeah. Like I said, it's a good rabbit hole game to go down if you're stuck at work and you're not doing anything. Lately, I've had a little more free time at work than I want to because, well, my center is kind of dying at this point, where it's on life support and been on life support for at least a year now. Always looking around to see what I can find in terms of entertainment that I can sneak by. Here we go.
Choose wisely. Video mode. All right, here, let's watch this thing.
Get to play this mode once again. Yeah,
Did everybody get it?
Lynn was saying you can feel where it's kind of rough in spots. Technically, the code isn't what was intended for production.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, you die.
Your face melts.
Your face melts. It's like it's the German guy that does face melted.
Oh yeah, if you go back to The Last Crusade and you watch the part where they're at the Holy Grail or whatever.
Actually, I see. Yeah, it's that version of that scene. So,
yeah. Hey there, Ryan Rodriguez. Welcome in. I'm glad you can join us.
I didn't let it time out. I was trying to hit those. Some of those shots are just not a lot of fun.
Like you let it time out, yeah. No, there's a countdown.
Yeah, every mode in this game is timed.
Yeah.
Except for Well of Souls. So it's like, yeah, if you're, oops, well that was a quickie.
Yeah, Well of Souls, it's essentially, this is 6 balls in this game?
It's a 6-ball multi-ball, yeah. And you basically, when you end up getting to the point, once the eternal life's off, it basically, nope. Basically, when you drain that second to last ball, then the mode ends. But the rest of them all have timers on them.
Yeah.
Oh, he snuck in.
Nice.
Yeah, when I said they timed out, it means I sucked at getting the mode finished.
Oh, got it. Yeah. Yeah, we say that so many times we forget that that's what we meant, or what we're saying on that part.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's some stones that he grabbed.
Oop, mode timed out on me.
Yeah, I'll look through the games that I took pictures of while we did our visit at Lost, or Pastimes, rather. I was looking at this that made me say Lost. So there's a pinball by Bally called Escape from the Lost World. I kind of forgotten about this game. Here's the thing. It was manufactured in 1987, and I'm looking at the playfield art, and it just looks horrible. Like,
Thank you.
my cousin drew it or something, or like a friend drew it. You know, if you're gonna have a whole bunch of dinosaurs involved with the game, you got to get a little more, I don't know, umph to it, I guess.
Well, Fiery, when you typically buy a game, they come with the correct, like, new ones always come with the number of balls. I mean, if you buy them from somebody used, they usually give you the balls, so you know how many. And a lot of people underneath the lock bar will actually write 6 balls, like operators will.
Yeah, or it'll actually say it from the manufacturer. It'll have a sticker on there that says 6 ball needed or added or something like that.
Yeah.
You have one of those at a new arcade in Chicago, Max, of the Lost World.
Oh,
I wish they did a better job on the playfield. That was what was bugging me. I mean, how many were manufactured? There were 1,500 total production. A small amount of the artwork is silk screen on the underside of the playfield glass, facing the player. The Bridge of Gold still shot as a narrow, elevated runway. So, I mean, it has some redeeming things to it, of course, but of course I'm going to zero in and focus on something I don't like about it.
yeah, instead of focusing on the positives, it's focusing on the negatives.
Now, apparently today that's my thing. I don't know why. All I know is I wanted to pay a bill at the BMD, speaking of which, at the BMD, and the system gave me an internal error after I paid for it. I'm like, great. So then I waited, and I was like, I'll go do it tomorrow. And I looked at my email, and I got a confirmation an hour after I made the freaking transaction. Right, okay, that's great. At least it went through, I guess. Ellison Electric, it's next door to the Salt Shed. Oh, okay. For the arcade.
Oh, here we go. Video mode.
We'll have to add that to the list of arcades that we're going to visit, because I know for a fact we've got to go back to Galloping Ghost.
Extra ball.
When we go back to Chicago. We're going to be going back in October to go visit Pinball Expo when we do go to Chicago again. And
but that usually doesn't leave us much time to go out to that.
no, but I'm saying we ought to make time this time around, because we keep telling ourselves we'll do it, and then we keep shoving it past the next year and the next year. I can't even recall the last time we went to Galloping Ghost at this point. I feel like it's been since like 2017 maybe, or something ridiculous number like that. But I'm glad that we got to Pastimes off of the bucket list. You got to see a show at the Salt Shed. Oh, nice. Or go see a show. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I misread that. Is it like theater, or what kind of shows do they do?
Live music.
Yeah. Let me see what else I found at the... Speaking of Cuphead Pinball, that probably will never come out from American Pinball, there's a Cuphead arcade cabinet that won't show up on screen. Let's see if it'll do it this way.
Crap bounce.
It came up this way as I turned down the brightness on my phone. But yeah, there you go. There's your Cuphead arcade cabinet, which is kind of cool. Oh, do they do concerts? You saw Ween there. Okay. Cool. Run the Jewels, Ghost. You got all of them in there. Nice.
Well, he's saying that he said those are bands. Run the Jewels, Ghost,
Right, that we're at-
these are jam bands.
That we're at the Salt Shed, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not sure if I played Lost World. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I didn't. I think I remember like trying a ball or two, and then wasn't playing very well, or something was going on with it. I'm not sure. Great value,
Imagination.
for sure. Is it like a smaller venue? I'm gonna click it. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's like outdoors. Ouch, my ear. It's outdoors, apparently.
See that blinking?
Is that the last one? How'd you get to the last one already? I literally went outside for like 5-6 minutes.
Oh,
Who is this guy? How did he get there so fast?
I hit the target and it put right down the middle. I'm like, because that was the mode I was working on.
Well, at least you got way further than I did
Yeah.
in my last game. You have every right to scream like that.
I was like, kid, coming up. Oh, I was worried about that mode because that's a mode. It's like I thought about, do I just time it out and
Yeah, I
not
guess you
take the
should've.
risk? Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, I guess so. Darn it.
Oh, they do both indoors and outdoors. Okay. Cool.
Nice.
I can't wait to see something there at some point. We're not terribly far from Chicago, thankfully.
4.5 hours.
4.5 hours. All right, Gary's taking a break. Here we go. I think my frustration was more about just not getting anything to happen. And then, like, just when I got a little bit of self-confidence, just a little bit, built up a little bit, and then it just tore me down. Build me up, break me down, Great song by Dream Theater, by the way. All right, let's start. Here we go. Now we got another wizard mode. Just kidding, it's a video mode.
Choose wisely.
The key is to pretty much listen to the swooshing. You can kind of even lose track of it, and get it back if you're lucky enough to kind of time the whoosh as you're watching one of them move. And if you're picking the right one at the last second, you can pull it off. I'm getting there. Yeah, I mean, I know I will. It's sort of like anything. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of factors, I think, that go into the level of frustration that can suddenly happen in one's life. Including the aforementioned, place that you work at is slowing. It's a slow death, and it's not a very pleasant thought, to say the least. All right, getting the idol. Let's see here. Basically, I have to try to hit the middle, and eventually I'll get it into the scoop shot inside. Okay. And also, being a little more loosey-goosey and not uptight when you mess up, obviously, because pinball is all about patience and perseverance and stubbornness. I had to work through that to get that to go through. The entire economy is on a struggle bus. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's hard to put it in perspective and realize that everyone literally is in the same boat as me in terms of how we feel about the world around us at this very moment. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of adjusting that one has to do. Come on. Okay, I didn't get the monkey. Okay, good. Oh. Okay. Like that, I kind of knew. I thought I just got it just then, but I guess not. Alright, well anyway, I didn't get that mode completed, but that's okay. It's one of those games that actually lets you progress even if you didn't finish the mode. On to the next mode, but I got this to do. I got X ball out of that, which is nice. Okay. More of a reflex than anything. Oh, but I don't think I'd be Gary. Yeah. 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 By the way, Gary has the top score in this game as well, so I guess I shouldn't be too upset knowing, you know, I still have number 4 on the game. Hold on here. Here we go. I got the number 4 score on this game, which is good. I managed to get the medallion, so life is good at the moment. I'm trying to get onto this. Oh, of course that happened just then. Yeah, exactly, Lynn. This labyrinth of craziness of 2025. You wish that game mode was in John Wick. I think don't they? I'm gonna ask Gary when he comes back. I feel like there is a video mode in John Wick, but I forgot what it entailed. I do hope to see more video modes. In fact, I hope there's a video mode that's programmed into D&D on the next update or the last update or whatever it decides to do. I've always been a big fan of it. I mean, as long as it's not a silly video mode, of course, like Theater of Magic. That one's pretty useless. What I do like about video modes in general, too, is it has a nice sort of break. I didn't think that was going to happen. It has a nice break to the action, and, you know, it's sort of like if you want a nice meal, you want all the ingredients, and so it's a good ingredient to have in your meal. You don't think so? Okay. Yeah, I don't recall. I know Jaws' newer Stern pinball machine does have a video mode. I'm kind of wondering if it was just put in mostly as a joke or something, but they do kind of do like a Jaws 3D sort of call out to it because it asks you to put on your 3D glasses, I think, or something to that effect. And it actually comes with 3D glasses when you buy the machine, I believe. So it's kind of funny.
Return.
All right. Does John Wick have a video mode? Probably not, right?
No, it does not. I think Star Wars does. It's got the one where you're flying through.
Oh, yeah, that one too. I thought of Jaws earlier.
Yeah, Jaws, that one, but not many.
Right. Of recent games.
Yeah. They got these nice LCD screens, but they don't want to do video mode.
Yeah, see,
there's
that's
a lot
the
of people.
thing.
There's a lot of people in the industry that are anti-video modes.
I think that's odd. But, I mean, then again, everyone's going to be a critic about something, right? Oops. Oh. Yeah. Just about right. Alright, we're going to try to do the jackpot. Or no, it's continue the adventure. It's not so much a jackpot situation, so I'm not terribly concerned about it. Oh, no. We'll hit the idle some more. Don't really need to hit the idle that much.
Yep. Yeah, those are the only two Pinball 2000 based games right there, Firewing. And that pretty much is what convinced them to get out of pinball. They were betting that it was going to do well, and then there's a whole fiasco story with Star Wars Episode 1. Which pretty much then the company decided to get out of pinball and just focus on slot machines.
Hey Moo, how's it going? Yeah, that was the only way for them to survive. They didn't do that slot machine thing.
Well, I mean, Bally was big into the gaming industry, so, you know.
Nailed it to the mark. Will you take it easy?
Got another 5 million there. Okay.
Don't call me Junior.
Another one.
I liked Revenge, but one of the things I always kind of dislike a game is I know they had to do it because they were trying to project the screen on the glass. Is the entire back part of the playfield was dark. I kind of wish there was a way, especially back when they had to use CRT screens. They weren't as bright as like an LCD. If you were doing that today, you could probably brighten up the playfield underneath and still have it visible with the bright LCD screens they got now. A lot of people convert them to LCD.
Revenge from Mars. Ah, yeah. And then, of course, you had the Star Wars game with that. Pinball 2000 stuff. Yeah, they actually had a Pinball 2000 machine. Oh, they had both there, actually. At the,
Yeah, they had both.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they didn't have a Revenge.
Oh, yeah, actually, you're right. I think
Yeah,
no, they had them. I played the Revenge from Mars. They didn't have the other one, the Star Trek, the Star Wars one, whatever.
I played the Star Wars one.
Then there was both there.
They must have not been in the same place because they weren't. Because the Star Wars was in the middle of like a
Messing
world.
with
Oh, that is weird then.
Yeah, I guess they didn't have them together, which I was surprised.
Yeah, that is kind of.
So I didn't think they had a Revenge.
Go ahead. Sorry.
He has one. It's been at Expo.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, it's there. I played it. I remembered it. I was having a conversation with you while I played it. That was the funny part. You were on a different machine.
Oh, that might have been why I was playing a different game.
Yeah. How dare you? No. See, this is what I get when I make fun of Gary. The ball drains.
See, karma.
Mm-hmm. That was pure karma. Oh, I have another ball. Never mind. How many more modes do I have? Oh, thanks. I needed that. Oh, yeah, 4 more modes to go through. Okay. That's not terrible. If you freaking don't do stuff like that, ball, then it won't be so terrible. There we go.
Safecracker uses the Pinball 2000
Yes,
computer
finally.
behind it. It's still basically a regular pinball machine, though. And I think is what everybody thinks about is the Pinball 2000 are the ones with the actual screens.
Oh my god, dude. Well, at least I got 2 left.
Yeah.
But yeah, the idea is you're supposed to get in the middle of this.
No, you just pretty much walk. They were all in linear rows, so if you wanted to find the other one, you just literally walk down the row and look down the row and see them. There's only a couple of spots where somebody could hide.
Well, I got some score out of it. Thanks, ball.
Double danger.
I was right down the middle, too. While I was talking about being happy about that. Or somewhat, not happy, but like more like accepting it. And then I was like, nah, here's some more stuff happening. Here you go, down the middle. Thank you, yes. Nudging skills are important in pinball, let me tell you. Now, doing this in a machine out in public, yes, you know what I'm going to say. Buyer beware. You may not be able to do stuff like that. And then tilt it out, you know. Ah. How did I get out of that, dude? Oh, okay. God. No.
Oh. Well, luckily, you had a ball sitting there waiting.
Yeah, I didn't realize I had another one in there. I can't even get the ball to like. There we go. Nope. To settle. And every single time I want to cradle a ball, it somehow finds a way to like jiggle and dangle and not find a way back to my flipper. Finally. Got the jackpot. Fought for that one. Let me tell you. Extra balls lit.
25 million!
Ah. Sucks.
Oh. It
What?
was inevitable.
Yeah, it was. You're right. At least I got the extra ball,
you got the
though.
extra.
What? 6 players, the most you've seen in one game. 4, isn't it?
Well, 4 is usual. I don't know if there's any 6-player games out there.
It might be.
I
don't know.
have not personally played one.
I guess I got another jackpot. I guess it was still going. Cool. Nope. Oh, hey. Okay. Well, that's lit anyway. So here we go. We're going on to the mode now. Baywatch and $6 Million Man. Oh, okay. I forgot they had that in that. I somehow vaguely remember that in Baywatch. I have no idea why. Probably because whatchamacallit, Small Town played that game quite a bit on stream for a while. I don't know if he's got that game still or not. Damn.
Which Star Wars pinball there are you talking about, Ryan? So there have been a few.
Oh, Star Wars Pinball had more than 4 players in it? Is that what you're saying?
Is that the Stern one? You can play more than 4?
Oh, yeah, that's true. I forgot there's like 3 or 4 of them at this point, even one from the Australian company.
Yeah, well, you've got Star Wars, Star Wars Trilogy, Star Wars Episode 1, Stern, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back by Hankin, Mandalorian, technically.
As you can tell, Star Wars is making a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a
Not
cat.
now, but-
Just print money.
I would say not anymore. At this point, Marvel does not know what to do with Star Wars. They're struggling, and all I just want to say is, doy, put it to bed for a little while, and then...
Come back to it.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing with superhero movies and remakes. I think the Snow White remake has been rated as terrible.
Yeah, critically panned.
Right. Oh. There we go, got it.
The Baywatch has a 6-player mode? Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna, like, I was vaguely remembering that it had it, but I completely forgot about it.
The 6-player game just sounds abysmally boring.
Well, it's like bowling, right? You just chat with your friends for a while, and next thing you know, you're up and...
Then you're up and cold, and...
Yeah, and then you just... and then you repeat the process. It's like real life, you know? Treat it like bowling.
Especially if you got like a couple of good players in the batch. You're like,
oh, yeah,
20 minutes later, you're back to your ball number 2.
Yeah. Sometimes an hour later, if you got 6 players and they're all good players, dude, maybe even 2 hours later.
Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition, they had 6 players. What? Okay. And I guess it's a lot easier to do when you have a DMD.
Shit. Double shit. And thankfully not triple shit. Alright. Gonna go to the mixer.
Double drain.
I got that. Oh, it's this weird one where it like flips around and stuff.
Yep, moves. Oh. You almost delayed it enough.
I know.
Yeah, later on, once you get this path, they start moving.
No. Okay, no. There you go. Do it that way. And down we go. And up we go. Alright. Oh, did we way early? Okay, good. Nope. There we go. That's better. Okay. Holy smokes. Alright, here we go.
Shoot ramps and loops.
Sega's born to do that?
Oh, so most of the machines that were 6-player were Segas?
Oh, okay. That makes sense, I guess. Trying to get all your friends and more money in the machine, right? Especially if it's a brand new game and you want to try to get, people in and down there as much as you can. I always felt that way with like those 4-player, beat 'em up games that came out in the early '90s, like The Simpsons and Ninja Turtles and stuff like this. No? Okay, good. More derping. Ooh! Ooh!
Yes.
Ooh! Oh!
Good timing on that. Good timing.
I know, that was the best. Right when that mode ended, and I was like, okay, here comes anxiety.
Yeah.
I just pull it off like right then and there.
Yeah, because he was struggling on the mode start.
I was.
I'm like, oh god, he's going to get into a bad bouncing, and it's going to drain on him.
Yeah, I saw it right when that mode started. I was like, oh crap, this is the last mode. I know it is. I saw it. And then I'm like, okay, I'm kind of struggling on that mode. Oh, I better not mess around too much.
Yeah,
So-
I was almost going to suggest just stop and cradle the ball for
Yeah.
a while.
But here you go. Here's the wizard mode. Somehow I got to it tonight after hating pinball for a split second tonight.
Yeah, that 3.3 billion game I got,
Damn it, dude.
I actually got to the wizard mode twice and actually completed one of them. That's how I got to 3.3 billion.
All right, I'm trying to get to the upper playfield. That's the only thing that's left that's lit, I think. Oh, there's two more. That one and the ramp itself. All right. Oh, God. Okay, good.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
so yeah, that, and those I need to hit in order to complete the wizard
getting up
mode.
into the path is always the tough one on the multi-ball. It's like if you can get it first shot up there, you get a head start.
Oh, really? Harley Davidson even had that, huh? The changeover. Interesting. Mall games? I'm not sure what the context is. Oh, ball games. Ball games, mall games. Stern bought Sega's pinball division, renamed it Stern Pinball. Okay, that makes sense, Lynn.
Yeah, because the early stuff is they
I
just
sucked
changed
a lot.
it. It was the Stern White Star, but they're basically the Sega White Star system. That's how they got. It was a quick way to get into pinball for Gary. Buy the design assets and electronics designs already.
Yeah. All I can say is I made the wizard mode. As it almost went down the middle. All right. And down. No! Oh, that was a good nudge.
Well, so there's a whole evolution of where Stern ended up with the Sega stuff. So you first had Data East who formed, and then they were either acquired by, merged with Sega. Sega wanted Data East to make them games, and then they ended up acquiring Data East, and then they were going to get out of it, and so Gary Stern bought Sega Pinball basically because they were getting out of the physical hardware pinball business.
And I lost my luck. Oh, I just tilted. Oh, well. Oh, hey.
Yeah, but Stern Pinball
Never
was
mind.
actually Gary's father's company, and they actually made more than just pinball machines. They made the video games and stuff like that too.
I didn't even know I had double on that. Oh, well. I just moved around the wrong times there. I seriously cannot believe I got there tonight. That was pure... Kind of like what I was saying about the philosophy of pinball. You know, you play relaxed, you play better, you know, all that kind of frame of mind is the right frame of mind, and then you know, watch the possibilities happen. Because, you know, it is hard work, but it's also being persistent and stubborn.
Practice, practice, practice.
Yeah, practice, 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 and then practice after you're done practicing. Until you have pinball come out of your ears. And that's what I'm talking about, baby. Getting the super jackpot almost ready.
Oh,
But I have another ball. Oh, what? Oh, that's not done yet.
no, you're still in it.
Oh, okay, good. There we go.
And you got the super jackpot. Nice.
Heck yeah, dude. Great call out, too. Very exciting sounding. I love it. I have another jackpot I can get. Oh, got distracted by a little bit.
Yeah, the old Stern Electronics company was the company that was responsible for Orbiter 1. That was one of their experimental style games.
Yeah, Orbiter 1 is... I love that game.
It's unique.
I used to hate the heck out of it, and then somehow, I guess, because after you get good at certain games... That's another thing I'll mention, too. It's fun to go back to games that you used to play as a kid, and then you haven't played them in a while, right? And then you go back to it, and you're like, oh my god, I actually did way better than ever before.
I can actually play pinball now.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of a trip. Mr. Gaskins. Not familiar with that. Oh! Okay, good. I didn't set it off.
Don't touch anything.
Come on. Anyhow. Your turn. Lots of bonuses.
We have been working on it right now. Who?
This is Indiana Jones: The Pinball Adventure, 1993 game by Williams Bally.
Williams Valley. I think it's Williams.
Midway Williams Bally. It's all one company in the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, here we go. Nope, missed. Nope, too quick. Ah!
Oh, man.
Oh,
Couldn't quite stay on that edge
I
there.
didn't like. I was like, and I should have nudged. Oh, too
All right, we go back to the games I was looking at on my phone of our visit.
Oh,
By the way, it was the furthest east I've ever traveled in my life. Was going to near Cleveland, Ohio, yesterday. Managed to do it all in one day. That was also kind of cool.
it was a 3.5 hour drive.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad both ways, honestly. It would help. It helped that it wasn't bad weather on top of it all too.
Right.
Any idea how it was determined to put which manufacturer name on which game? If I had to take a guess, it'd be the amount of either assets or time that they did.
They tended to do Valley ones with more the higher end games, the little more expensive ones.
Yeah, that's right.
And they put more content generally in them, but some of them, like this game, is a Williams, and it's loaded, so it didn't always 100% apply. But I think they also were a little more experimental with the Valley stuff.
Mm-hmm. By the way, here's Wolfman. I'm covering the naughty part because I think this must be a Zachariah game or something like that, because it's got some really risque back glass art on there. But I was not aware that there was a game called Wolfman. Oh, it's coming from Spain, actually.
Oh, okay, yes, that's the Spanish company.
Paper, Peyper. It's a weird name for a company. I mean, it was kind of an interesting game in that respect, but there's...
It had this weird, knob setup on the playfield where you could grab the knobs on the side and actually move the playfield around.
It was weird. I don't know if that was just the design to move the playfield out, but why would it be front and center next to the buttons of the flippers?
You basically almost rested your hands on these giant knobs.
Yeah, it was really weird.
The heel of your hand.
Wasn't sure if there was some other reason for it. We'll have to look it up. Are assets related to the Rockettes? Oh boy. King Club Central, how you doing? Sure, why not? Everything else is going topsy-turvy. And there's always some weird band name coming out from who knows where, so that makes sense. Love me some giant knobs. That was the confusing part.
We were trying to figure out what they were. We're like, what the heck is these things? I'm like, I can move the playfield around with them, though.
It wasn't like gotcha-sized knobs either, that Atari game.
Yeah. These are double, probably 2 to 3 times the size of a pinball knobs. And they were on a lever that was in through the cabinet, so...
They tuned in Tokyo. They might, I mean, you never know. Here, let me give you a shout out, Game Club Central. All the fine folks out there need to know that you have an awesome, awesome channel. Variety of content. Always a pleasure to watch, whether it's virtual pinball, whether it's just chatting, whether it's a movie night, and so on and so forth. So definitely give you guys a follow over there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I wouldn't do that. Ah! That kind of instantly popped in my head.
No.
Oh boy.
Come on. You can hit. I'll do that. All right, center drop targets.
Oh, you put the link up, Firewing. Oh boy. Well, as long as I don't have it, I put it up on whatever on the screen. It should be fine. It's pretty benign. It's not terrible. I'd say it's PG-13-ish. We'll put it that way.
There we go. Got the idol.
I'm sorry I said anything, guys. It's like little kids here. Well, it's kind of too late now, Firewing. Now you've done it.
Yeah.
Time out. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, well, at least that ball save is still on. Come on.
Oh yeah, and here's another machine that I thought was kind of cool. So I guess this is from a different country, but you got like
Oh!
the three little pigs and the big bad wolf.
Just gotta keep. Oh, it came straight out right down the.
Oh. With this game called Poo Yam.
We have top.
And I don't know what the Poo's about. Obviously, like I said, it's a different country.
Yeah.
And here's the joystick controls. It's literally coming out of the wolf's mouth. So one would argue that this is actually a ball gag, maybe? I don't really know. Yeah, it's a video game, but it was unfortunately not working. It was one of the games at Pastimes that I wanted to play it because it looked cool. But alas, it was not working. And of course, speaking of video games, here's the very first video game ever created called Supercomputer. I don't think it was working because we couldn't play it. We wanted to start a game and it didn't start it properly.
Oh,
That's
wow.
okay. We're going to be making a video about our visit there, if that's what you mean, Firewing.
Video games. I think that might. Yeah,
Oh,
there
other
were
video games? Yeah, there were a ton.
There were a couple of rows of video games.
Yeah, and there were all pretty good hits too. Honestly, the man knows his good taste in video games. Honestly, he had a Battletoads arcade game, which is, in my opinion, I think it's fairly rare. But he had one of those, and that played really well. You know, here's an Alien Syndrome that was there with the topper and everything. One of the very few arcade cabinets that had a topper. You know what I mean? So that was kind of cool too. Hey Pat, how's it going? In case you didn't figure that out, we're talking about our visit yesterday rather, to Pastimes Pinball. Pastimes Arcade, I guess is the name of it. How you been, Pat? Definitely can't wait to share the video of that visit when we get to that point. Here's a burp.
Oh,
That's the only burp you get.
floating.
Floaty McFloats in full effect because this is an older panel. And we have it at a decent angle too. Alright, what else did catch my eye? Let's see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing needs to be refurbished.
Yeah.
New playfield. So
Here's the sign of the Pastimes Arcade out in the front. Nice big old sign. We parked right next to it, of course, because you have to, right? And it's also, my car also blends in perfectly. It's like the same exact color as the sign. It's almost like a
Adventure indeed.
second time, let's see if I can get the ramp that time.
crazy weekend, Pat. Thursday, the wife had surgery. Oh no! Finally got out of surgery in ICU today. She's getting much better today. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Sorry to hear they had to deal with all that.
Oh,
This is how
wow.
I say goodbye in
I
Sri
can
Lanka.
kind of relate.
After coming back, I'm cold.
Yeah. So I had my cold start early. You have your cold start now, as opposed to when you had your really good start.
Yeah, I almost got Eternal Life on the first game. So.
Yeah, I know. One of us did at least. So.
Right out of there.
Is that Wolfman Pin the only one from Spain you've seen? No, there were quite a few actually. In fact,
He has a lot of them in there from manufacturers all around the world.
yeah. all the ones that were from Spain, I think I almost want to say had the best back glass art.
Well, the Zachariah tables have a lot of cool art.
Did that one? Yeah, Zachariah is also good like that too. And that was the one thing you and I were saying as we left, yesterday. We're like, Zachariah pins are really interesting, and some of the weird layouts that they have, yes, but also their art is nothing compares to at least what we like in art. It's very science fiction-y, very fantasy almost in a lot of the games that they've got. We did manage to get the 8th place at the D&D release party in Monroe. 8 out of 44, I can't complain about that. Congrats. That is really good, Pat.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad that you got at least a little bit of fun out of all of the chaos. I was starting to say, at least I can kind of relate to, having to worry and stress. Nothing obviously compares to having to go to the hospital per se, but, when you've got flashbacks of what it was like in lockdown, having to go to the dentist, and the need for a root canal, thing, and you're in serious pain. I can at least relate. I'll just put it that way. So I'm glad everything's better there. Oh yeah, the other thing I was going to mention too is I think they're going ahead with the live-action Link or Legends of Zelda.
Do what?
I think they're going to go ahead and do a Legend of Zelda live-action movie. That was one of the things I saw.
Do we need one?
I mean, it's at least a property that I somewhat care about, unlike all these like Disney movie reboots and
Frozen
everything
9.
else. It's so stagnant at this point. I'm sick of Hollywood being just not willing to take any chances. And I know it's not going to change anytime soon, but it's kind of
Not when
frustrating.
you have corporations running things.
Yeah, especially at this point in history, I suppose that's one way of looking at it. It's pretty cool. I met a guy from Kansas City, and there was a Canadian there. Oh boy. I tell your Canadian friend, or at least I don't know if it's a friend or anything like that, that I really wish we didn't have to deal with all this BS political wise right now, and that's kind of the thing. In fact, we saw a story about it through Canadian television, talking about how the tariffs that are going to be coming are going to affect all the prices of pinball machines in Canada and elsewhere. And it's a shame. It's something that we shouldn't have to put up with. Or anybody, whether you're from here or from Canada or anywhere, really.
Yeah, hope you don't need a car anytime soon.
Yeah, that too.
They're projecting like a Corolla will cost $6,000 more than it does today.
And he wonders why I get frustrated in the morning. Little things hovering over my back like that, among everything else. We learned about a band called Strange Ways that sound like they're from America, but they're from Scotland. And it's like, they're an awesome rock band, and I wish that we got to hear more from them. Oh yeah, and Edgar Wright is making The Running Man, apparently. Like his version of it. I know you're really enthralled with this idea. And you're adding players. Good job.
Alright, we're gonna...
Yeah, Legend of Zelda film sets in March 2027 for its theatrical release from Sony Pictures.
Yep,
Get hyped.
exactly. It's going to affect every car. We're going to lose car makers in the country. I'm pretty sure Stellantis will be.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not fun to think about, is it?
Yeah. We're thinking. The pin sound card is booting, so there won't be sound for a tiny bit here.
Asps.
Very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Sorry.
You go first.
Sorry, I had to do that. I had one brewing, and I thought, I'll just use this opportunity, even if it's loud right now. It'll get better. I hope so. I hope so. I mean, that is the idea that, hope is the thing that drives us, and that's what gets me going day to day at this point, really. You're helping your tech friends find work. Oh, that's good. It's very thoughtful and very kind of you. I am not quite sure what I'm going to be looking for. That's sort of where I'm stuck at this moment, because I have such a bizarre sort of niche career, if you will. At this point, tutoring centers, ones that are in person, if you aren't in the right, I guess, area, and if you don't have the right people, it's just something that doesn't work. And it's inherent, I would say it's kind of inherent where you are figuring out that these things are sort of high turnover machines, but so are classroom setups, honestly. I mean, that's why a lot of first year teachers don't make it. About half of the teachers don't get past their first year that become teachers. And that's been a statistic that's been going on for years and years. I don't know what it's like now. It's quite frightening, but we'll get through it and figure it out in some way, shape, or form. That is very true. Oh, there are all the Zachariah machines. There you go. Yeah, there's quite a bit. There's a Hot Wheels. What the heck? Let me see this. 1979 Hot Wheels. Not the Hot Wheels you're thinking of. It's literally just called Hot Wheels. And the generic font and everything. Yeah, there's another well-deserved rabbit hole trip for you to go to. Alright. Ball 2, let's get back into the action here, Gary. Let's pull yourself out of this hole.
I keep telling you, you listen me more, you listen over.
By the way, I don't know if you're aware of this, but apparently there is a rumored in Futurama that's supposed to be coming out. Do you remember the manufacturer?
No.
Alright, let me tell you, hold on. Let me go look it up.
This is how we say goodbye in Germany.
Yeah, I've never heard that. So.
Alright, well, I will tell you where it's coming from. It's a rumored spooky pen. Oh, was that right?
When did that news come out?
I think it was last updated. I'm going to Kinetics or Kinesis or whatever the name of that website is.
Oh.
They last updated it like yesterday.
Oh.
So I don't know how old this part of the news is in terms of it being a rumor. But then again, we were hearing rumors that apparently there were some layoffs at Stern, and they kind of dispelled those rumors.
Yeah. Oop.
Yeah, it is exciting. Honestly, it is. Gary and I have talked about this multiple times. It is the one game that really, really needs to be made. We've already got a Rush pinball machine. We're happy about that because Gary and I were at one point thinking there's no way they're going to make a Rush pinball machine. And lo and behold, it happened. And now at this point, we're kind of thinking like it's way overdue, so why can't Futurama be a pen? It's well loved by so many folks out there. I mean,
There's so many seasons of content, too.
Yeah, I mean, they've recently remade, 3 more seasons or whatever it is that they've made at this point. Through, I guess, Hulu, I think it was. So it's like, why not, right? Zachariah made a pen called Spooky just to make it confusing. I'll have to look at that in a bit there, Firewing. That's funny. Wow. You're such a bad viewer, Pat. Why? I didn't realize that there was a mini whiz on D&D after doing the Dragon Multiball, Cube Multiball, and Dragon Crawl. Ooh. Okay. Now I know what we're in store for when we get to that point.
We got to keep our magnet cooled down enough to where towards the end of the night the game is actually still playing.
Yeah, that's the other concern.
I got to figure something out.
Yeah. I'm sorry that you didn't get to see it though, Pat, and I do thank you for the warning, because I'm sure that's going to happen to us if we hadn't have known, or even if we did. And sometimes it's hard to know, right? And a to and a fro we go. There's our Discord link up on chat if you want to join. We do all sorts of updates along the way. It's funny, I don't think we posted any of the photos that we took at Pastimes yet on there. We'll have to do that at some point.
I took mostly just took that video.
Save it for the video, you think?
Well, I did. I mostly just took video.
Oh, you did? Okay. Oh, I took a lot of photos too. Or at least a decent amount. It got crowded fairly fast, and then what I noticed around 12 o'clock, everyone went and ate lunch, and then it was not as busy again, which I thought was cool. So it was like quiet, rush, quiet, and then there was a little bit of a rush after we left around like 2 or 3 p.m.
Hand of Fate.
Sort of what happens at pinball conventions too. You'll notice a lot of times there's sort of this dying down period around 6, 7 o'clock. Same thing with noon or 1. And then it ramps back up again with how many people are on the floor.
The breath of God.
All right, got up there again. Breath.
Oh, it took a funny bounce on me.
Well, you got the second challenge though. It said.
Yeah, there's 3 though.
Oh, you can't do 2 and 3 at once, can you?
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
It took a bad bounce on came over the flipper and kind of hopped.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So I didn't set it up nicely on my.
Flip. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of hopped and then I missed the shot because it went.
Right.
So suddenly my shot wasn't on the flipper where it was supposed to be.
The mints for the breath of God, yes.
All right, the video mode.
Or is it the mints for the breath
Grail.
of
All right.
dog?
So the Grail will make a swoosh noise when the real Grail moves. So if you lose it, you can always pick it up by watching. It only moves with the swish noise. So that's a way for you out there, if you're playing this game, to keep track of it. It goes whoosh. Now, if it's in too loud of an arcade and the volume is up, that doesn't help you. But yeah.
That's a good point. It's easy to forget that that's a thing that goes on quite a bit. I feel like the machines at Pastimes also were at decent levels, but it depended on where you were at with who was playing a game next to you.
Bunch of them were too quiet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess I didn't notice then. Ypsilanti will be down.
Got it.
Oh, Ypsilanti Pinball will be down at Pastimes this weekend for their next tournament. Oh, funny.
Nice.
I guess we timed that just right. I mean, it would have been kind of cool to go to the tournament, but we wouldn't have had enough time, honestly, because that's definitely, if we were to spend more than a few hours there, we would have to spend the night there.
Yeah, we made a day trip out of it.
Yeah. Oh, we also stopped at a record shop too. Oh, the wonderful soothing sounds of monkey screeching. It just helps you calmly get to sleep. Oh, you got her. And we got him. Okay, well done. So, trying to get back into the mode start once again. Can be a little tricky with the weirdness of the bounces, and of course the recovering shots that have to happen. Definitely do appreciate the ball save feature in this game, because I've had to use that more than once on any occasion.
Collected Willie.
You. That's like, what? A record shop? Why am I not surprised? Yeah. Yeah, There wasn't as
No!
there wasn't as many records there that we were hoping for. There were quite a few other things there, so it was kind of a nice selection of video games, and all their movies were behind glass too, which I thought was interesting. It was almost like we were in a museum or something.
Everything was locked up.
It was very sterile, but still kind of, modern sort of style to the whole place, and everything. Yeah, like Gary said, it was locked up.
It wasn't what I would have called a record shop in per se, especially because most of it was other stuff.
Yeah.
They had records.
I also didn't know how big the place was, because it made it sort of look like, because there's a really good record place in Minneapolis called Cheapo Records. Actually, it's a chain in Minneapolis, or Minnesota rather, and those things are huge. I still have to wonder if they're surviving or not. But I mean, we're talking the size of like a TJ Maxx or something. It's got a ton of space and a ton of records there. I mean, just kind of wish that a lot more of these places that we used to experience in the Great White North, so to speak, is also here in Michigan, but not as much, or in Cleveland so far. I think every record store that I looked up on Google kind of look like little hole-in-the-wall places, which are fine. I just you know how it is. Oh, Cheapo's still around, Voodoo. Thank goodness. I'm really, really, really happy about that. I do hope at some point we get to go back just to visit it again. But
now I got to try to get this jackpot going. Come on.
All right. Yeah, Gary bought the new Metallica album, 72 season, on vinyl.
Yeah.
Or 72nd season, I don't know what you want to call it.
It's right over there.
Oh, it is? Here, let's grab it. Oh, 72 seasons, sorry. But yeah, here you go. Here's your preview. What was was there a record store in the Detroit area called Sam's Jams?
If there was, it's not here, and it hasn't been here since we moved here.
I'm gonna look it up though, because now I'm intrigued. Ferndale, Michigan.
Jackpot. Finally got that jackpot.
Excuse me. Oh, it closed in 1994? That's a bummer.
Yeah, obviously been a while.
Wow. That's a deep cut there, Firewing. I wish I could have been there to visit it. That's what it says on this article. I'll read it again. Maybe I'm wrong in reading it. Let's see. There's also an article indicating that he is closing after 20 years, but that was written in 1994. Sam's Jams was owned and operated by Steve Milgram. The name Sam's is an acronym for Stephen Allen Milgram. It opened up at a former furniture store in 1972.
It's going to time out. No! It's going to time out on me.
Well, don't say that, because you have this chance. There, you can do it.
No.
Almost. You almost had it on that second to last try there. Ooh, so close. Oh, I thought I was going to rest up on the slings again. Alright, here we go. The Hand of Fates. We got to hurry up, hitting the center shot now lit, and a rope bridge mode start. The hurry up award is more or less a side quest you don't necessarily have to do.
It's a pretty good shot. You just hit the center.
Yeah. Well, you have to hit it twice because you got to get rid of the drop targets first, of course. But yeah. Yep. Oh, I want more unique stores to be released or made. I kind of miss, going to trips and having those fun outings. Like there used to be a place called Weird Stuff in Silicon Valley some years ago, and I think its last location was like, I guess, literally in the backyard of like Apple headquarters or something like that. Anyways, it was a really fun place to go to because if you can think of a weird, outdated electronic gizmo of any sort or software or whatever, I mean, they had it. It was kind of like walking in a museum. Oh, missed the drop. That hurts. In fact, I remember one time I went to Weird Stuff, and they had a whole box of the NES game, The Three Stooges. And on each of these Three Stooges games, they apparently look like returns because the people claimed that they couldn't get past the first menu or some such like this. So I don't know if they just didn't know how to play the game or if it was a literal legitimate bug in the game that didn't allow them to go past it. So I thought it was the most random thing I've ever seen. I'll never forget that.
No.
In fact, I think I saw a Three Stooges like arcade game. Come to think of it, when I was at the pastime thing yesterday. That was another thing I didn't know existed until I saw it. I mean, I knew about the NES game like many years ago, but not the arcade game.
There we go. Got it.
Okay. Got the idol, and it's 51 million for Gary. Hey, enter your initials.
What's up, dude?
I had a rough start. I'm not gonna lie. I was getting frustrated because sometimes you just do, or one does in pinball. Gary almost got to the wizard mode
On my first game.
on his first game. He was one shot away. I climb up here. I'm like, God, I hope I could just not embarrass myself again. And what do I do? I ended up getting the wizard mode. So I can't complain one bit. And for Gary to endure my moping and whining and whinging, I thank him for that. I guess I should thank everyone else out there that also helped. But in any event, folks, if you haven't visited Enter Your Initials yet, you got to do yourselves a favor and do so. If you like our content, you're going to love Enter Your Initials. Everything. I mean, everything. Gameplay, you name it, man. And all of those things. Yeah. Oh, the other thing, UII, we also went to arcade. I guess it's basically the world's biggest collection by one man called Pastimes Arcade in Ohio. We made a 3-hour trip over there to and from in the same day yesterday. Played a few games of theirs. It was fun. It was worth the trip. I think it was great to see all those machines in one place and all those people having a lot of fun with it and so on and so forth. So got it off that checklist. On to the next adventure. Yeah. But how you been, UII? What's good with you? I think everything's come together with your new home, your new man cave, if you will, right?
What a vivid imagination.
It's a pin barn.
The pin bar.
It's not a man cave, it's a pin barn.
The pin cave. Excuse me, sorry.
There we go.
Stealing the stones. That's what you have to do when getting.
No!
Oh, no. No. All right. Well, you still have one ball left. You have one mode left, I think. Mm-hmm. That's good. Oh, you're in the process of setting up stream to do some more pinball development streams in the coming weeks. Oh. All right. Well, I can't wait for that, UII. That's cool. We'll definitely have to check that out and root you on and see all those.
All right, minecart. All right, let's see how far.
Yeah, I know. It's sort of the same thing with like the rule of thumb. Like, there's a whole, unfortunate connotation with that as well. And kind of annoying. So I like Pin Cave better. Hey, Casual, how's it going?
No!
Oh,
That's the ball save was on.
we're doing all right. I
Don't you
think.
fucking dare.
Give me a second. I'll tell you here in 30 seconds if we're okay. No, we've. Oh my goodness! Hang on. Oh, this is just to start the mode too.
Yeah, I know,
Okay.
but
All right. Yeah, here's trouble. Make it double because there's two of you right now, right? Is that how that goes? Team Rockets. Sorry.
okay, Snagglepuss.
Well, they say I swear, like one of the voice actors always sounds like Snagglepuss. At least in the first like Pokemon animated series I saw, way long ago in the 90s or 2000s, whenever it came out, whatever decade it was. You never caused trouble in your life, Casual. Ooh. All right, take a breath. Make a wish. Okay, here. There you go. Oh boy. It's like one of those things, don't think about it too hard because then it's going to make it worse. I've had moments like that many times. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Take a breath, breathe in, and just do it.
Oh.
No!
We have top men working on it right now.
All right.
Who? Top men.
See you tomorrow, Indiana Jones.
Yeah. It's done that to me twice tonight. I'm like basically there, and it's like, oh, fuck it off.
Now you know how I felt earlier in the night, You get so angry at me sometimes for getting angry. All right. Let's see. And we'll just wait through the mode.
Just let it time out.
Yes.
Start every mode, just let them all time out.
Yeah. That's probably a good way to do that if you
You
really
won't get
don't
many
wanna-
points, but
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for progress, I mean, it might take a little longer. Actually, it's the same amount of time. It's just going to simply time out, and then
Yeah.
it's the same exact
and then
thing.
start the mode, start catch the ball. Wait.
The bleeping bleep of the bleep game. Yes. I'm glad that there's certain games out there that keep you in the right frame of mind, because it just gets so ridiculous with it's like taunting. Like Rick and Morty's a perfect example of
Oh
that,
yeah,
because it's literally cussing at you.
telling you you're stupid and yeah.
Yeah, degrading you.
TK Turk, how you doing? I just have just my go-to Sierra Nevada's Pale Ale. So just general stuff. I just need something just normal to drink. That's what I drink normally.
No. There's Gary's book. It's up on the chat.
Yes.
It's on my shirt.
Yep. If you want to support our stream and support our homebrew project, go buy the book that I wrote in support of our homebrew.
Yes.
So, this Entropy Origins of Wolf and Man. This is going to be the theme for our homebrew pinball machine. a good way to support our stream, help us a little bit with thing, and better understand the game once we have it. So if you ever get a chance to play it at an expo or something like that, you'll understand more of the backstory behind the game.
I don't think it's a necessary requirement when we do make the game that that you got to read the book, but it definitely will help it and it'll make a lot more sense.
It'll help the the immersion of the theme.
Damn it. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
yeah, you might question, well, what's that particular art for? Or it goes along with the book, or what is that mode? Where'd that mode come from? Comes from the book. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a temporary hold. I had updated the files this morning, and so they're kind of working their way through the system. The book is print on demand, so basically once you order it, it gets printed at the printer and shipped right to you. Ebooks obviously available right away. So if you're an ebook reader.
You're meddling with powers you cannot possibly comprehend.
Ooh, I want that extra ball. My back. Okay. Nope. Oh, I was not going. Hold on. And cool. It's a beer break.
Yeah, there's one minor trap point right up at the pop bumpers.
Did I move it? There it goes.
I'm pretty much timed out waiting for the ball.
Yeah, that's okay. That's another way to kind of get progress to happen.
I keep telling you. You listen to me.
You keep telling me. No, don't do it. Thank you so much. Come on. Good. Phantom sling there. There we go. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Shake it like a mama.
Casual said he had a
What?
good game of Labyrinth going, but the flipper string broke in the middle of it.
Wait, what? Really?
Oh,
Oh no.
that sucks.
Was it like your new personal best about to happen and then it happened? Oh. I mean, a great game is a great game. It doesn't really have to be a PB, but yeah, you know what I mean.
Dragon Mead Brewery in Warren, Michigan. I have not heard of that one. So Warren is not terribly far from us.
No.
You have chosen.
I will have to choose.
By the way, I have, for those who joined later, I have actually gotten started again with the homebrew design, but mostly right now I'm learning some animation software. So what I took is one of our little, we got the little wild dog, the little wild dogs over in the corner that I was cosplay. So I took one of them and was playing with the animation software to animate them. So here you can see kind of one of my test pieces here. So
Damn it, dude! What the heck? Crappy bounce.
so that's him animated. So little walking and stuff like that. So. Yeah, that is Dogzilla. Yeah.
In slow motion. You're just above average, casual. Oh, yeah. That's very true. Dogzilla, indeed. I think that's what we were calling it. Right? Or
Yeah,
just
that
Kool-Aid?
one's Dogzilla.
Okay. Kool-Aid got
I've got
Dogzilla.
Indie Dog, I got Growl Dog, I've got Geert Dog, got TNA Dog.
Yeah. We'll have to
Then
do.
Foo Dog.
We have Dragon
Growl
Dog.
Dog is. We have Dragon Dog now too. So.
Yeah. We'll have to animate Dragon Dog at some
And
point.
he is actually. Do I have him on the computer? Let me look.
No. There we go. Okay, come on. Oh, it's the other. It's the
Grab
orbit
him really
shells.
quick. He's up on the NAS drive.
Oh, I have to get the center. Hold on. Ugh. Fudge. I hate that.
Yeah. And media source. Of course, this one. Console. Oh.
That was a cool sound.
Oh, I think it's just telling me I already have one named that.
Oh. Yay, speaking of cool sounds, here we go. The sounds of millions of balls hitting into your playfield. Ah! Oh, nuts. I didn't think it was gonna. Oh, fuck. That sucked. Lots of balls, literally and figuratively, and spiritually, psychologically, and all those things. So here's another multi-ball. Damn it.
So,
No.
there. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have the chroma key on it yet, but yeah, this is another one of the animations that I did. So I've got him looped up, and I'll get him in with a chroma key.
Oh, it's not lit. Now that those both are in the middle, I can hit this shot a little easier because this is the only ball in play at this very moment. But I have another 10 seconds, and this will spit out more balls.
Yeah, firing. That's what he's going to be for. So I've been literally.
Come on! There you go. What the hell is that all about? I mean, I'm in a hurry-up mode, guys. Come on. Of course, you're gonna spit out the ball and the freaking outline on top of it all. Oh, baby. Oh. Oh, you would do that.
Oh.
I saw that from a mile away. That was annoying.
We have top men working.
You want to try it again?
right now.
Oh, got timed. Okay.
Top.
Being an adult sucks.
See you tomorrow, Indiana Jones.
Hey, past self-ed. When you grow up and you become 47 years old, it still sucks. Sometimes it's cool, but being an adult sucks. All right. Just thought I'd tell myself that.
That's a reminder for himself, right? Yeah.
If I come back to the future somehow and I see that, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, well, what are you going to do, right?
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming by tonight. So I think this will be the last time for quite some time you will see Indiana Jones' Pinball Adventure.
Yeah.
I am going to pull it out of the line, put it over there in the work area, and start to do the playfield swap and all the art on the cabinet. So it's going to be down for a while. So it will be out of the collection for a bit. So
That's going to be strange having that selection be a little smaller, but you know what we're going to be doing? You know, Dungeons and Dragons is going to be the
back on focus some of our other games for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's getting an all new playfield, new cabinet art. I've got rad cals for it, so it's gonna be really nice when it's all done. But I'm not gonna rush it.
No, don't.
So I'm gonna do it at my own leisure and stuff like that because we're gonna start working on the homebrew pinball and things like that too. But
yeah.
But thanks for coming by tonight. Keep an eye on our social media. We're Wild Dog Arcade on Blue Sky, Instagram, and on Threads. So we let everybody know usually midday on days we're streaming what game we're playing. We'll be back on Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have a YouTube channel where we're doing install videos, other random videos. There'll be a video up. We got like 3 more in the pipeline coming down.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we got one already completed. That'll come out at some point soon, and then 2 more. Actually, 2 mostly completed at this point. Mm-hmm. So sorry, I didn't mean to do it like this.
Yeah.
2.
Depends what country you're in.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll let everybody know Wednesday what game we're going to be playing. So it'll be one of our other 6 real pins that is still in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
So
But yeah, here's our Discord link, by the way.
Probably a good chance it'll be TNA because TNA just did get a full shop out. Yeah, because I rebuilt all the sling mechs. I rebuilt the flipper mechs.
Okay.
So it should be pretty good. But we'll let you know Wednesday when we decide.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we'll let you guys know. Oh, hey, Ferret Fawcett.
Hey.
Yeah, it's been a little while, hasn't it?
Well, what we've been up to.
This thing right here.
What we've
I'm
been
wearing
up
it.
to is, yeah, we've been wanting to get back to our homebrew, but I wrote a book. And that's basically the theme of our homebrew machine. So
Yeah.
if you hit !novel, you'll see the links to the website. If you want to support our stream, support our homebrew journey, support us by buying the book. It's temporarily unavailable because I updated some files in it today, but in the next day or two it will be. So
yeah, it'll be available.
Save that link and then and buy that. It's available on print and ebook. So depending on if you're an e-reader, I like print because I do like to unplug from phones once in a while.
Yeah.
Plus, if you have it where I'm at, I can sign it. Can't sign an ebook.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, we got you covered.
I don't have it set up. I'm not selling direct because I'm using a print-on-demand company. I use Amazon and a different one for wide distribution. I don't have it set up, but maybe if I attend a convention that you might go to, there might be some author-signed copies.
Yeah. The other thing is, at some point we'll do a giveaway where we will
do some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once we're confident that we do have a batch of them that have some flaws. The first batch got printed with the spine upside down.
Special edition.
So special limited edition collector's item. We might give some of those away signed. So you'll have the special signed collector's edition with the upside down spine.
Right. So. Oh, Pat. They certainly had tonight, dude. They pretty much have controlled the balls tonight.
Yeah. I was
Thank you for that, by the way.
2 times almost at wizard mode, so.
Yeah, and I got that one.
You would not care if it was upside down. Well, I do have some of those, and I probably will sign them, and we'll be doing some as a giveaway in some future streams. So
it's also a good way to kind of give yourself a little differentiation from everyone else on the bookshelf. I think that's a good thing. I should have just kept it. Almost want to say that anyway. All right. We're going to send you guys off to the Pinball Mafia. They just started their stream. I don't know what game they're playing yet.
Does it say in their title?
I don't know. Let's look. I'm going to go to it and see. Oh, they're playing Godzilla. Okay, cool.
Oh, Gojira.
Yes.
So,
but, you guys are going to have a lot of fun tonight, hanging out with them and, yes, Godzilla. We don't do this pinball stream for nothing. We do this, guys, for the love of pinball and the love for you. So thanks again.
One last note. If you did buy the book and you do get it read and you really like it, please leave a review on one of the sites like Amazon or Goodreads, because that helps, it helps people who are hesitant to buy the book if it's got good reviews. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can go ahead and give us 5 stars, but it's also cool to know what you liked it for.
Other people want to see what other people think and why they like the book.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun. Absolutely. Makes a revival. Exactly. You got to have a special edition book.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Like I said, we can't do the stream without you. Thanks again. Hope to see you on Wednesday.
8:30 p.m.
Yep.
Eastern time. And until then, have fun, stay safe, play pinball, and be merry, and all those things. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Yeah, me too, Ferret. Me too. Yeah.